You keep asking God why things haven't moved yet, but deep down, you already know He's trying to grow something in you before He lets you go forward. You've been trying to stay strong, but the delay is starting to make you question if you're missing something or if you're just not enough. What used to come easy now feels like a struggle. The people who once showed up have gone quiet, and the door you were ready to walk through has stayed closed, no matter how hard you've prayed. This isn't a punishment. This is protection. God pressed pause because He's more focused on who you're becoming than what you're rushing to get. He's not holding you back. He's holding you still, so your roots can grow deep, your heart can heal, and your faith can mature. If you moved ahead too soon, it would collapse under the weight of what you weren't ready for yet. This is the season where God is doing work in the background. And even though you can't see it yet, this pause has a purpose. One the same test keeps coming back, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. You keep thinking you've grown past it, yet here it comes again. A situation, a trigger, a pattern that looks too familiar, but this time it hits deeper. You question why it keeps circling back. You've prayed, you've fasted, you've changed things, but still it returns, almost like it's chasing you. You wonder if you're missing something or if you're just not strong enough to overcome it. But what if the test isn't about defeating it? What if it's about exposing something inside you that still needs to grow? God doesn't repeat a test to discourage you. He does it because something deeper needs to be healed. He's not trying to trap you, He's trying to mature you. Each cycle brings out a new version of you, stronger, more aware, more refined. God is using the repetition to teach you what quick victories never could. This pause isn't punishment, it's preparation through practice. God's letting you face it again so that the next time it comes, it doesn't move you the same way. When the test no longer controls your reaction, that's when you'll know. You didn't just go through it, you grew from it. And that's the moment God will say, "You're ready." Two doors that once opened now stay closed. He opens and no one shuts, and shuts and no one opens. You used to walk through doors that opened without much effort. Things flowed, people supported you, and what you asked for often showed up quickly. But now it feels like nothing is moving. What used to come with ease now comes with silence, resistance, or complete shutdown. It's confusing because you haven't changed your desire, you've only grown in your dedication. So why would God close a door that once helped you move forward? Because He's not concerned with what looks open, He's concerned with who's walking through it. And sometimes, the version of you that once fit through that door isn't the one He's developing now. God closes doors not to reject you, but to protect you from reaching for something that would crumble under your current weight. He knows if He gave it to you too early, it would end up breaking you instead of blessing you. He's pausing the next step because He's fixing the foundation underneath you. It's not about the opportunity, it's about your preparation. So even when it feels like you've been locked out, you're actually being held together. And when the time is right, that door will open again, this time with a stronger you on the other side. 3, you're being shown flaws you didn't know you had. Search me, O God, and know my heart. God has a way of revealing things in silence that noise would have hidden forever. You've started noticing attitudes, reactions, and thoughts that were easy to overlook before. It's uncomfortable. You feel exposed, not to others, but to yourself. And it's painful to admit that parts of you still need deep healing. But this awareness is not shame. It's grace. It's God giving you eyes to see what pride used to blind. He didn't press pause to embarrass you. He did it to shape you. Because He knows what's ahead. And He knows these unseen flaws would have ruined a visible blessing. This is growth, not failure. If He's revealing it, it means He's ready to deal with it, through you, with you, and for you. You're being transformed from the inside out. Not by performance, but by honesty and surrender. The version of you you've been praying to become is being born in this painful pause. And when the process is done, you won't just have what you asked for, you'll be who you need to be to keep it. 4. You're constantly drawn to solitude. But Jesus often withdrew into the wilderness and prayed. You've been feeling more distant lately, from people, from conversations, from the noise that used to fill your days. It wasn't a choice at first, it just started happening. Now the phone doesn't ring as much. The invites stopped coming, and the people you leaned on seem further away. It's easy to think something's wrong with you. But what if God is the one pulling you back, not people pushing you away? He's removing the noise because he needs your full attention. Not to punish you, but to prepare you in silence for what's coming next. Solitude is where God strengthens your mind and rebuilds your confidence in him. It's where he can speak to you clearly without interference. Even Jesus withdrew, not out of weakness, but to reset his strength in private. You're not being forgotten, you're being formed. This season of isolation is actually spiritual insulation. And when he brings you back into the crowd, you'll be more whole, more aware, and more grounded in who he's made you to be. 5. Your plans keep falling apart, no matter how hard you try. A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. You did everything right, planned, prayed, and followed through with faith. But nothing held together. No matter how perfect your effort, it still crumbled in front of you. And now you sit with the pieces, wondering what more you could have done. It hurts when effort meets resistance, and you start questioning if God is even paying attention. But he is, and the falling apart is actually his hands catching what wasn't meant to stand. Your plan may have looked good on paper, but he saw the cracks that would have broken you later. So he allowed the breakdown to create space for a better direction. You thought you were being blocked, but really, you were being protected. God is not stopping your life. He's saving it from a future you couldn't see. This isn't failure. This is redirection dressed in frustration. And in time, you'll thank him for every delay that saved you from yourself. He's not just rewriting your plans, he's rebuilding your purpose. And that kind of shift only happens when the pause is long enough to make sure it lasts. If this content reminded you of what God could be doing in your waiting season, take a moment to reflect on the growth that's already happening inside you. You're not forgotten. You're being shaped for something greater than you expected. If the content inspired you, please like, comment, and subscribe to Pure Inspirational. Be blessed.